Okay, in this video, we are going to learn how to write what I call a link ad on Facebook. So just before we get started writing the ad, it's very simple. There's really nothing changes other than the image that you put in and one or two other little buttons. But generally when you're writing ads on Facebook, it's all the same process. But just to give you a quick reminder, this is what a link ad looks like. So it has a body at the top, a description where it says 50% off, and it's got an image that has the dimensions are 1200 by 628. It's got a title in bold with a call to action, which I usually use the one that says shop now. And these show up in the mobile feed and in desktop news feed on Facebook. So that's prime real estate. So what we're going to do now is we are going to exit this PowerPoint. We're going to go into Facebook ads and we're going to get started writing a link ad so I can show you step by step how you can start running these types of ads. So let's do that now. Okay, now we are in our Facebook ads account. We are at the ads interface. So right now, all you have to do to get started to write an ad is click up here in the top right hand side where it says create ad, and it's going to walk you through the series of steps to get started. So let's go ahead and hit create an ad. Okay, and now that we have hit create an ad, it's going to give us a couple of different options. Remember, I said that the top two choices for writing ads in my business are either using clicks to website or increasing conversions. And if we're being 100% transparent, I typically lean toward increasing conversions because these are more long-term stable types of campaigns. So let's just go ahead and hit increase conversions to our website as our objective. Now all we need to do is put in our URL that we want to write this ad for right here in this box. So I've put the URL to my Shopify store. You would want to put it directly to your sales page. So whatever product it is that you're marketing, you would put that URL right here. And we're just going to hit enter. Now it's going to ask you what conversion event you want to optimize off of. And there are a couple of options. So if you click this little box right here where it says choose a conversion event, it's going to show you options like view content, add to cart, purchase, and so on. I typically like to optimize off of purchases. Now what this means is the ad is going to look for people that are more likely to buy your product than anything else. And that's why this is such an awesome way to write your ads, because over time this ad gets more and more information and becomes more and more intelligent, and it can really siphon through all of the BS that's out there and siphon out the buyers for you if you do all your targeting and everything correctly. So let's go ahead and choose our conversion event. Now we have chosen the purchase event, and you'll see here it says your ad will not be optimized for conversions because the pixel has not yet fired. That's totally normal if you have a brand new account. It's telling you, hey, this pixel has no data yet, so we need to go in and we need to make sure that we get some data to it before we can optimize. So as soon as you start getting a couple of sales, this will automatically start working. So nothing to worry about here. Now all you have to do is go to the next step by scrolling down and hitting next. Okay, now once you hit the next button in the bottom right, it's going to allow you to start building your audience. Okay, so we're not even to writing the ad yet. We're building our audience. So here I'll just put some random stuff in for the sake of time. So I was typing in location. United States was already entered in by default, and you can choose your age group. So whatever age groups, men or women, you want to choose. And you can also look at the detailed targeting. This would include things like demographics, like education, generation, life events, all that good stuff. And as you scroll down, you can then choose your daily budget, which remember I say let's start off with $5 a day budget to start. You can move it up from there. Bidding, I always recommend for now leaving it on automatic. That's what I've had the most success with. So we are going to leave it on automatic 100%. So you don't have to fool with any of this down here. And you name your ad set. So just name this something that makes sense, something relevant to what you're advertising. And let's now write our ad. So when you get to this section here, it's going to ask you if you want to use multiple images or a single image. For link ads, we're going to use a single image. Now, when we scroll down, it's going to allow us to choose the fan page that we want to advertise from and write our ad. The next step before you go down and write your ad is going to be to select your image. Now, remember the image size for link ads is 1200 by 628, so they're going to be short and long. So what we're going to do is hit select our image, and you'll see here it already tells us that this image doesn't work. It gives you the recommended size over here, and you can just X out of whatever preview image it brings up, and you can upload an image or go to your library of previously uploaded images. So what we're going to do is we're just going to browse our library, and we're just going to put an image in here that we've already used before. All right, and what I've done is I've just chosen a photo that I've used before. Alternatively, you can just, you can upload the image. And this is an image that fits the qualifications and the dimensions of 1200 by 628. So when I scroll down now, we're going to see a preview. All right, now that we've scrolled down, we can see the preview of our ad over here. We also see a fan page. By default, it's just going to have one of your fan page selected. So in this drop-down menu, you can browse all of the fan pages that you've created. And if you use niche fan pages like Firefighters Rock, Best Wives Ever, I Love My Dog, those types of fan pages, then you can select them here. If you use just one fan page like Awesome Deals, then you select that. If you don't have a fan page, you can just click this little plus sign, and right here, right now, within 3 clicks, you can create a fan page. Basically, it's going to ask you to name your fan page, choose the category, and upload an image. Bam, and you're done. So very, very simple. It's also going to ask you if you want to advertise on Instagram. Right now, I'm not doing everything together, so I'm going to hit remove Instagram. I just want this ad on Facebook. And the reason is because I like to separate everything so I know where I'm making my money. If I throw everything in one pool, then I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if Instagram's making me money or losing me money, or Facebook, if it's all meshed together. So we want to separate it all out. So I'm going to hit remove Instagram as placement. All right, now that I've removed Instagram, it's going to allow us to write our ad. So you've got your headline, and you've got your text, and then you've got your call to action, and then you've got the advanced down here. So your headline is what's going to be in bold in your ad. So after scrolling down a little bit, you'll see this bold part of the ad says the best firefighter. So you could change this to something that was relevant to what you're advertising, like free baby bunkers. All right, and then your text is what is going to show up above the ad. Now you can see that that's changed. So let me scroll back up above the ad. And now up here you'll see the text. So we can change this, and we might write something like, get these baby bunkers free. Just pay shipping and handling, because this is a free plus shipping offer. So you'll see this now change. And once again, if you're wondering what this fan page is, it's just, a random one. You would want to have your fan page that clearly matches the niche that you're marketing, or your overall generic fan page on here. Okay, now we can choose the call to action button. So when you hit this right here, it's going to give you a whole bunch of options. I usually use the Shop Now one. So now it's going to put the Shop Now button on our ad. And then we've got the advanced options. Now with the advanced options, we can write an additional description. So let's go ahead and look at that. Okay, so in here we have an extra opportunity to write a little bit more, because Facebook really limits how much we can write up here in the text box. We only have so much space, kind of like Twitter. And down here you can write a little bit more about your offer. And also over here on the right hand side, you'll see in the preview we now have the Shop Now button. And watch what happens when I write this in. Limited supplies and many different colors available. Hurry and get yours while we still have them in stock. Okay? So that's similar to something I might write if I did have different colors and whatnot. But you'll see that it gives you a description down here, and then you have your display URL. So Facebook now allows you to choose what you want your display URL to be. So you can kind of, rather than having your website name there, you could put something in like hurry or limited time, limited supplies, last chance offer, like that, and use it as an additional call to action. Okay, now also over here on the right hand side, you've got mobile newsfeed, desktop, audience network, and Instagram. Notice over here that we have the option to remove these different pieces of ads. I always remove for everything. I like to spread everything out, right? I like to see where my money's coming from. So I'm always going to remove right-hand column, and I'm going to remove audience network because, to be frank, that traffic usually converts kind of crappy for me. And I'll leave it with desktop and mobile. And if you click on mobile, you can also view a preview of how your ad's going to look in the mobile feed. So let's go ahead and click mobile. All right, so now you can see that we have an ad here that represents what it would look like in a mobile phone. So it's going to be a little bit smaller. And you can see that there's still going to be the image, the Shop Now, but there's a little bit less space for the text under the title of Free Baby Bunkers. So it just shows you exactly what your ad's going to look like on a mobile phone. So we're going to run desktop and mobile together. That's how I usually start it out. And you can later on break them off into their own ads if you choose. So just to start, I'd say it's okay to do mobile and desktop together in one ad. Okay, so now we have written our ad. This is a link ad. It's got the Shop Now call to action. When somebody clicks on this ad, it's instantly going to take them to the URL that we've specified. Now all we have to do is scroll down and we can submit the ad. So if you look down here, we have the green place your order button. This is what's going to submit your ad to Facebook and ultimately get it approved. If you've followed all of Facebook's rules and you're not promoting something unethical or making any false claims, you should get your ad approved typically in about 30 minutes to an hour. Or you can hit review order and it'll just let you get a quick overview of everything you've done so you can double check your targeting and all that good stuff and just make sure that everything's right, which is a good idea. It's a very good idea to double check your work. And once we hit place order, it's going to submit our ad and Facebook will approve it and then it will go live. And I mean, from there, you can just go back to your dashboard and you can start monitoring the traffic, looking at the stats, and it gets exciting because you start seeing traffic come in after a little while. All right, so writing a link ad is very easy. It's just like writing every other type of ad. Remember, it's just a different look and feel, right? You've got that call to action button. You're using one image. It's a 1200 by 628. And it's just another ad type on Facebook, and it works, and you should definitely be using it. So I hope this video was informative for you. I hope that you learned a lot from it. Get started writing link ads, and if you need, go back and watch this again. And maybe you need to watch this video a few times to really see every little thing that I did. But overall, writing ads is really simple. It really boils down to the product you're marketing and the keywords that you're targeting.